So the bottom line is just throw it really hard. Get this. Makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, though. It's good.
Do it. Do it.
Oh!
What's going on, YouTube? Albin, Michigan, Victory Park tournament prep round. Also, just gonna video it. Hardest course I play, I think, every year in tournaments. We're gonna see what I can shoot and go from there. But I expect some fireworks because this course is so much fun. Expect some heartache. I'm excited to play this course. So we're gonna get into it though. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, hole 1. First throw out of the car. This is a par 4. And I throw it in the ground. Luckily, this is a pretty short par 4. But I still need a driver in my second shot. As it's so uphill. So that's way right of where I want. But it's still not bad. It gives me a putt. And I thought that was in. And then you see that roll. I was not happy with this. But I was like, okay, a putt for par. This is one I hope to 3 in the tournament. So I give it a run. Nope. But so I end up bogeying hole 1. I'm not happy with that. Hole 2. I don't know what this was. I threw it right into the ground. And you guys can't see it, but it cut rolls. It stayed in by a half a disc. So, I'm throwing it from here. That's a zone, just trying to get on top of that. And I did. So, I ended up saving the par right there. But that was not at all, yeah. This hole, there is a road that lines that left side. And as a lefty, I take that over the road. It's probably maybe not the smartest idea, but as long as it stays on this hill, I am right there for the birdie look. And I give it a nice little run. I miss it, of course, as just putting right now is not feeling great for some reason. Yep, and I missed that too. And so, I bogey a hole I probably could have birdied. So, putting is definitely something I need to work on. Next hole. I threw that how I wanted. I threw the disc I wanted. I just threw it a little bit towards that tree. I was hoping it would flip up and get in that opening. So from here, again, it's not a super far shot. But because it's so uphill, I am throwing a driver. And I rip on that. And I put it exactly where I wanted to. So this is actually pretty good. Yeah, and I end up cleaning up the putt, which makes me feel good about myself. Especially how my putting started. Next hole, we're up on a mound. And this one, for some reason, I cannot watch this one. I can't find this one. It was a cut roll. And it did end up pretty good. So it rolled over and cut. So I threw a Maverick as I stand in the way. And this was going right towards the basket. And then it turned left. So there must have been a headwind on this hole that I didn't catch for either of those shots. But they still put me in pretty good positions trying to throw that up. I was trying to ring that up as, you know, I am trying to score pretty well on this course. So this is 270. And I went the wrong gap. That was the gap I was aiming for, was that straight gap. I think in tournament, I'm going to just play the wide lefty gap. As being up here is very intimidating. Putting downhill with OB behind the basket. And of course you have that roll. That's me trying to tell it to stop. So, put me here. Give it a run. I make the putt, so at least I parred it. But definitely one I am trying to birdie. Next hole. I'm just trying to keep this one in bounds at this point. This hole is my nemesis hole. I hit a tree. Okay. I ended up deciding to go with the Buzz, as there was a headwind, but I didn't want to go OB, so I didn't want to throw something too stable. Put me here for 3. Get nice little pop, just keep it close to the basket. And I cleaned it up. That almost missed. Putting, man. Need to work on my putting. Next hole, I throw that perfectly. Yes, there is a road that wraps around there, but I wasn't going to reach it. I don't have that much distance. And I throw a forehand, and there was a cross kind of wind, and I just didn't throw that right. But I'm sitting here going, okay, I need to make this because the water holes are next. And what I mean by water holes, you guys will see here in a second. So I didn't end up making that, ended up taking a bogey. And here is the first of like 7 water holes. I give it as hard as I can. This just flips over and never comes back. That Hades just said goodbye. But, so, I put it where it went out. And I give it a nice slow run. I threw it exactly how I wanted to, into the hill. And I just go OB. So I give myself my 3 feet. Make my 5. And alrighty. That was our nature appreciation moment. So, next shot, you're going to see 2 here. That was my putter. I threw that completely off where I wanted to. Still in balance, but not at all where I want to. And this is a driver trying to go over. It's a 200 and probably 80 or 90 foot water carry. And that isn't where I wanted to be, but it was safe, so I can't be mad. But here I am for my putter. Just trying to make sure it doesn't go in the water. I thought I put that on enough hyzer to come back. But it put me on top of this hill. And I just couldn't safely run that. I tried, but it just didn't. It wasn't working. So, end up with a 4. I'm still happy with that. This is a hole I have never not hit the water on. Now, this is my second shot. As my first shot, my buddy shoulder was in the way. So, but this is the shot I end up taking. End up being better than my first one. I have like 3 envies in that lake right there. So, but I'm safe finally. Give it somewhat of a run. It's uphill. End up with a par. Not mad. This is a 900-foot par 5. I unleash on it to where I think I'm going to have an upshot. And really, if this was just a little bit more right of the tree, that'd have been great. I'm kind of stuck with a putter shot just to get me out in the opening, in which I do. Throw my next shot, and this thing just turns over. It just keeps going. That's a grace, and there must have been wind or something that I didn't read. But it put me here. I still have a chance. I threw this at the wrong tree. Not a bad tree, but just not where I want to if I want to 5 this. Because this right here is for my 5. I have never 5 this hole. So, of course, I doink it. So, no 5 here today, but maybe a 6. Maybe I make this. Give it a nice hyzer putt bid. Nope. No 6. So, that was me counting my strokes to make sure that this was 6. It was. So, that was 7. Next hole. The road right there is OB. And last time I threw this hole, it went in the water. And I threw the exact same disc, just on a little bit more hyzer. Put me here. not OB. I have my buddy who's actually like this putt hit. He was playing catch if I end up going in the water. So I really didn't want to lose a putter. But save the 3. Definitely not a good putt for that. Now this shot, after this shot, I'm going to be quiet for a minute so you guys can see my reaction to this shot. So there's the shot, and...
On film!
Yeah, guys, I aced, and I just went nuts. But next hole, definitely probably should have thrown something more stable. Just didn't end up where I wanted to be. But gave me this little... And I did exactly what I wanted to do, hit the hill. That did go a little farther than I wanted to, but it wasn't bad. It was, like I said, the general idea. So, 16. This is one I am looking to birdie. And I just didn't give it enough. That's the line I want. That is the height I want. It was just short. So, but this is pretty much where I want to be. Just a little closer. And I give it a nice little pop. And I miss it. Super close. But I'm still having fun. So, hole 17. This is like 600 feet. It's a crush. And I throw that exactly how I want to. It's going to look like it's right behind that tree, but there's actually some room. So I took my Flippy Hades, and I thought, okay, put it on hyzer, let it carry, and then let it crash at the end. Let it kind of fade slowly at the end. And it just never faded. It flipped up and stayed over here. So now I have to throw over this tree. I doink the tree. But it still puts me with a putt I can make. So I'm not mad at this. I do want to 3 this. Again, there are some holes here that are just 3s. And this is one of them. But I ended up 4ing it. I'm not mad at it. Hole 18. A little bit of standing water. Really flippy Hades. This is the best shot I have ever had on this hole. Yeah, I've never been here. So, little uphill. And guys, hope you guys enjoy the outro. I ended up being 6 over after that birdie. And that's Victory Park, you guys. I shot 6 over, an ace, a birdie on the last hole. Started off really bad. I just couldn't putt. Got it together. Water holes, I didn't lose anything, thank goodness. Got close. Hit the water all of 1 time, I think. Yeah, I think 1 time. But not bad. Definitely some holes I need to think about. I'm probably gonna watch this video a bunch before the tournament, as I probably won't make it back here. But super fun course, guys. Definitely recommend. A lot of fun, really hard course. That's all I really have to say. We're gonna get in the car, get home. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that ace too. I did. I'm super hyped. All right, peace.